Hi, I'm Brittany Castro, and welcome to Next Generation Startups. Our mission is to discover young entrepreneurs and their companies and to explore the peaks and valleys of their journey into the world of business. The concept of socially conscious business is now part of mainstream discussion amongst entrepreneurs. But what does it really mean? And how does one create a socially conscious business that is not only profitable, but that helps make the world a better place? Well, today we have Eric and Ryan Dedola, founders of Wakami USA, here today to share their own story about how they've built a successful, socially conscious business in just a short 3 years. Eric, Ryan, welcome to the show.
Nice to be here.
So tell us about your journey and how you founded Wakami USA.
Well, it all started when I was just graduated college, and I knew that I wanted to start a company, but I had no idea what I was going to do. So I went traveling to China and checked out a bunch of things, and Ryan had brought this idea of going to Guatemala and start working with indigenous groups, because his girlfriend actually at the time brought this, would bring back stuff, and it was always like she got so many compliments and stuff. So we went down there and checked it out and saw all the skills and started developing a handbag line. And long story short, we ended up meeting another company that was helping us, and we ended up partnering with them and started developing, because we had very, very similar ideas and everything. So they had already started a brand called Wakami, and we joined forces and created this whole fashion concept, and it became what it is today.
And it's an amazing business, and I love the story, and I love the product. So I know most of your bracelets have stories behind them, but this one personally is my favorite. Can you explain what this bracelet is and the story behind it?
Yeah, so it's called the Earth Bracelet, and it has a story of how the Earth was created. It goes like this. The Earth was created, but it was cold and dark, so the sun was created. But at night it would also get dark, so the stars and the moon were created. But there's nothing on the earth, and it was dry, so water and wind were created. But the earth was lonely, so plants and animals were created. But there was no nourishment, so people were created. At the end of the day, there was still something missing, so love was created, connecting everything.
I love it. And so women in Guatemala are the ones actually making this product,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I know you're also helping them in other ways beyond employing them and you know, having them part of your company. So can you tell me a little bit more?
So what we do is we actually create a business platform for the women that we work with. Right now there's 19 different villages. So there's 19 businesses. So one woman from the village starts her own business, and that company, that village, becomes a production partner for Wakami products. And then once the business is up and running and there's employees in that company producing Wakami, we open bank accounts for them and help them manage their income. So, you know, kids going to school, food, clothes, repairing their homes, saving their money, investing it into small businesses of their own, things like that. And then we also have a platform called Wakami Villages, and what that does is gives the women grants for half the cost of water filters, stoves, solar panels, water conservation systems. We grow organic gardens in their yards, latrines, you know, like a recycling program to clean up the village. So that takes place in each village.
Beautiful. So all of this is happening, and you still have a profitable business. So it can be done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is great, because I think a lot of times people have these ideas of how to help the world, and they think that they have to start a nonprofit, and that's the way that they do it. But you've obviously been a great example of how you can be for profit and have this huge social component.
Yeah. Well, it's a hybrid kind of model. We have a nonprofit partner that facilitates all those things, so that it's so it doesn't get mixed. Like the waters don't get muddy, and it's really is business driven. Like even the people that work in the villages, they're entrepreneurs. It's an entrepreneurial driven program, basically. So that's the heart of it, is business.
And I think your goal, is to help 5,000 women or communities?
Yeah, we call it the 5K.
5K, I love it. Okay, so what's the actual goal?
The actual goal is to employ 5,000 women. Essentially what that would do is each woman has a family, kids. Sometimes there's 3 generations living in a household, and the women that we currently work with, you can see how it affects the whole family.
Right.
So 5,000 women would actually affect more than 5,000 people. It would probably be 20,000, 25,000 people that are affected by it. So, and there's a cycle in poverty that it perpetuates, because nothing changes. So with this model, we're actually seeing that the change is starting to shift. So the kids are going to school, young adults are going to college and like actually having a future. to get a job in the city of Guatemala or even somewhere else and make an income, and then they have families, and that's how the cycle stops. So.
Education goes a long way. I love what you're doing.
Yeah.
So what's the vision for Wakami moving forward?
We have a huge vision of it being a brand. Like today, most people, some people know about it, but we want it to be a brand. Like you hear it and you know Tom's or those kinds of big brands. And
which a lot of people know is a socially conscious business
exactly.
too.
They're the ones that got it going.
You're right.
I mean, I started thinking in that because of Tom's.
Yeah, they're a great
give them credit for
example.
that. But just to have a business that's known for creating value and not just as a social side, but also for the products and the lifestyle that it creates and all that stuff, and to bring in a lot of different products. Like we have a whole lifestyle that we're creating around it. That there's this concept of be your dream that we've incorporated, which started from when we start working with the groups. And when we start working with the groups, we ask them what their dreams are, basically, and that's where we think the drive to succeed comes from. Because once you connect with your dreams, you want to make them happen, and if you have an opportunity, that combined makes change happen. So we want that to be echo into our culture as a company. So.
Well, I already feel it, and it's beautiful what you're doing and leading the way. And I know before long we'll all know about Wakami USA. So if people want to find out more information or your products and buy your products, where can they go?
We have a website. It's www.wakamiusa.com. Has our full line of product, and we launch new products every season. So that's where they're going to see the updates first, and then you'll start to see. And they can get
this one too, the Earth Bracelet.
That's right.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, guys. Keep rocking it out.
Thanks for having us.
I'm Brittany Castro for Next Generation Startups. Thanks for watching.